Welcome. Today I want to talk to you about finishing strong. You know, John 19:30, it says, "It is finished." Then he bowed his head and released his spirit. No question, Jesus was born to die so that we might live. And when he had achieved his goal, he summed it up with a single word: finished. Tetelestai. So, what was finished? That's a great question. Let's examine that. John 19:29 to 30, in the New Living Translation, it says, Jesus knew that his mission was now finished, and to fulfill scripture, he said, I am thirsty. A jar of sour wine was sitting there, so they soaked a sponge in it and put a hyssop branch and held it up to his lips. When Jesus, verse 30 said, had tasted it, he said, it is finished. Then he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. Now, Jesus knew his work was finished. He had completed the mission that his Father had given him to do. All the predictions and the prophecies of the Old Testament, which pointed to the sufferings of the Messiah, were accomplished. Never again would he bear the sins of the world. That was finished. Yet, even greater than his sense of accomplishment was his intense desire to be reconnected and reunited in the presence of his Father. The thirst that Jesus suffered on the cross was extreme, but it wasn't just a physical thirst. It was an intense heart desire for fellowship with his Father. Psalms 42, 1 and 2, the New Living Translation, paints a beautiful picture. As the deer longs for the streams of water, so I long for you, O God. Verse 2, I thirst for God, the living God. When can I go and stand before him? The big hope truth: the sponge and the sour wine were just tools to assist Jesus in making one final loud declaration heard by all the crowd. It is finished. The mission was accomplished. The perfect sacrifice accepted, the way open for all men to be reconciled to God. Jesus had revealed the Father, and his last earthly act was to bow his head in submission to him, voluntarily giving up his spirit into his Father's care. The big hope question in your own life: is there anything that you need to declare finished? This is the big hope action step. As you bow before him today, maybe you would like to hit the reset button and rededicate your life to Jesus. Now is a perfect time to finish strong. And that's your hope to go.